welcome to Winimatics, where mathematics is simplified. I am Winifred. If you're new to this channel or you're yet to subscribe, click on that subscribe button now. Click on subscribe. You've done that? Wonderful. Kudos, kudos, kudos. And equally, click on the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever we upload new videos. Okay, and make sure that you watch our previous videos on fraction, where we introduce fraction, how to convert improper fraction to mixed fractions and vice versa, and how to add and subtract fractions. Make sure that you watch those videos. Okay, today in this video, we shall be looking at multiplication and division of fractions. I can tell you it's very, very simple. Very, very simple that anyone can actually solve it. So as usual, we have 6 questions here. I'm going to answer 4 and then I'll give you 2. The remaining 2, you will do it as your classwork or your assignment. Okay? So now we are going to choose the 4 that I will answer, and then I'll leave the 2 for you. So for the multiplication, we have 3 questions under multiplication and 3 questions under division. So I'll leave 1 for you. Which one do I leave for you now? Okay, this is a proper and mixed proper. So let me leave 1. So let me leave 2 for you. Then for the division, let me equally leave. Okay, let me leave 6 for you. So you'll be doing question 2 and question 6. So pay attention very well and understand how I'm going to solve 1 and 3 and use the explanation. And now I'm going to solve 1 and 3 to solve number 2. The same thing here, you use the explanation I will give on 4 and 5 to solve 6. So let's start. Number 1, we are asked to multiply 4 over 11 times 2 whole number 3 over 5. So whenever you're multiplying, but before I answer this question, let's look at multiplication of fractions, proper fractions. If I have 1 over 3 times, say, 1 over 4, unlike addition that you will find the LCM of the denominators, this one, if there is no LCM, what you do, you multiply out the numerators, multiply out the denominators, and if there's anything that can divide, if they have any factors in common, you factor out, you divide them, and then reduce it to the lowest term. Okay, so what we're going to do, multiply the numerators. 1 times 1, so I have 1 times 1 over 3 times 4. Since nothing up or down can divide, I will just multiply out. 1 times 1 is 1 over 3 times 4 is 12. So I have 1 over 12. If I have something like this, 2 over 5 times, say, 10 over, say, 18. So what I'm going to do is, if you multiply out as usual, 2 times 10 over 5 times 18. Now ask myself, can anything on top divide anything down? Can any numerator, anything divide the numerator and the denominator? Yes. 2 can go here, 1. 2 divide 19 is 8. 5 can go here, 1. 5 divide 10 is 2. So at the end, you do 1 times 2, giving me 2 over 1 times 9, 9. Is that understood? Okay, so this is the kind of the basics of multiplication of fractions. This one is multiplication of proper fractions. Now you can be given mixed fractions to solve, like these ones we have here to multiply. How do we go about it? So let's start. For number 1, I have 4 over 11 times 2 whole number 3 over 4. In multiplication of fractions, we always change mixed fraction to improper fraction. We multiply with improper fraction. So we find a way to change this to improper fraction. That's why I said you need to watch the video on changing improper fraction to mixed fraction, mixed fraction to improper fraction. So that you understand what we're going to do. We'll just give an explanation to that. Okay, so I have 4 over 11 times, what's the improper form of this? So how do we change to improper fraction? We do 4 times 2 is 8. 8 plus 3, 9, 10, 11. So I have 11 over this 4. So we multiply out the numerator 4 and the 4 times 11 over 11 times 4, 11 times 4. So we now check, is there anything in the numerator that can divide the denominator? Yes, 11 can divide itself for 1, 11 divide itself for 1, 4 divide itself for 1, 4 divide for 1. So we have 1 over 1. That is 1 times 1, 1 times 1, 1. And 1 over 1 is equal to 1. So this number 1, the answer is 1. Is that understood? Yes. Okay, let's look at number 3. Number 3, we have 2 whole number 1 over 2 times 1 whole number 4 over 5. So as usual, we'll change it to improper fraction. How do we change this to improper fraction? We do 2 times 2, 4 plus 1, 5 over 2 times 5 times 1, 5 plus 4, 9 over 5. So these are in improper fractions. So we multiply out the numerators. 5 times 9 over 2 times 5. So we'll now check, is there anything that can divide? Yes. Remember, only the numerators can divide the denominators, not denominator, denominator, or numerator, numerator. Numerator, denominator, denominator, numerator. That's how you can divide. Okay, so 5 can divide 5. 5 here is 1, 5 here is 1. So that I have 1 times 9, 9 over 2 times 1 is 2. So what we have here is 9 over 2. But you remember, what type of fraction is 9 over 2? It's an improper fraction, so we don't leave our answers in improper fraction. Instead, we change it to mixed fraction. So how do we change to mixed fraction? How many 2 can we get in 9? It's 4, right? Can get 2 up to 4 times in 9. So we're going to have 4, 4. Remainder what? Remainder 1. So see that remainder 1 over 2. So 9 over 2 is equal to 4 whole number 1 over 2. Isn't that very simple? Okay, so let's now go to division of fraction. It's equally very simple. So okay. Alright, so we go to number 4. Number 4 says 9 whole number 5 over 8 divided by 2 whole number 3 over 4. Alright, these are mixed fractions. So how do we do that? We first of all, so anything you're multiplying or dividing, make sure you change the fractions to improper fractions if they are mixed fraction. Okay, so I will change it to improper fraction. So how do we change? We do 8 times 9 is 8 times 9, 8 times 8 is 64 plus another 8, 72. So it's 72, 72 plus 5, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77. So you have 77 over 8 divided by, we do same for this, 4 times 2 is 8, 8 plus 3, 9, 10, 11, 11 over 4. Now, in division, whenever you're dividing fraction, what you will do is you will change this division to multiplication and take the reciprocal or the inverse of the second fraction. Okay, so this is 77 over 8. 7 over 8. We change this division to multiplication, then we'll take the inverse or the reciprocal, we'll make the denominator numerator, denominator, that's what it is. So 4 over 11. Is that understood? So if you look at this now, it is now looking like this that we did. So we need the knowledge of this for us to be able to solve this one. So with this, we now do this the way we did this one. You still remember how we solved 1 and 3? So let's do it here. So we have multiply out the numerator. 77 times 4 all over 8 times 11. So let's see if there's anything in the numerator that can divide the denominator. Yes, 11 can divide itself 1, divide 77 to give us 7, right? Good. 4 will divide itself 1, divide 8 to give us 2. So that we have 7 times 1 is 7 over 2 times 1 is 2. Let's see if we can fix this answer here. Though the space is small, but just watch. So I have 7 over 2. 7 over 2, what type of fraction is that? It's an improper fraction, right? We could not leave it like this. Instead, we change it to mixed fraction. So what's the mixed fraction of 7 over 2? Alright, so how many 2 can we get in 7? 2 can go in 7 3 times. So 3, 3. Remainder what? Remainder 1. 1 over 2. So our answer is 3 whole number 1 over 2. Okay. So that is that for number 4. Is that understood? Okay. Write it down. Make sure you are writing well, copy correctly. Okay, so let's quickly look at number 5. Okay. What do we have in number 5? 5 whole number 5 over 8 divided by 5 over 16. Okay, so we start. First thing, we change to improper fraction. So let's change this to improper fraction. 8 times 5 is 40. 40 plus 5 is 45. So we have 45 over 8 divided by, this one is a proper fraction, 5 over 16. So we continue with what we do. So what we'll do is to change this to multiplication and take the inverse. So we do 45 over 8 times, we turn it. 16 will go up and 5 will come down. Is that clear? So we multiply out. 45 times 16 all over 8 times 5. So, is there anything that can divide numerator and denominator? Yes. 5 can go here, 1. 5 divide 45, 9. 8 can divide itself, 1. 8 divide 16 is 2. So that we have 9 times 2 is 18 over 1 times 1 is 1. And 18 over 1 is the same thing as 18. So, that is our answer. Isn't it very simple? It's very simple, right? I told you, it's very, very simple. So use the explanation for 1 and 3 to attempt number 2. Use the explanation for 4 and 5 to attempt number 6. Number 2, that is 5 over number 2 over 3 times 1 over 4. And number 6, 1 over 4 divided by 1 number 3 over 5. If you are yet to share with your friends or to tell your friends about this channel, I don't know what you're waiting for. Please share this video with your friends and inform your friends about this channel, Winimatics, where mathematics is simplified. And if you're preparing for any examination, be it common entrance or WIEC, make sure you make good use of this channel. And make sure you're writing and all the assignments I give, you answer them. You follow us on Instagram, you see our Instagram handle there. Follow us on Instagram, you can send us message on our Instagram. You can send your answer there, but meanwhile you will see the correct answer for question 2 and 6, so that if you solve your own, we check if it is the same with the answer you have on the screen. If it is, kudos, but if it is not, don't give up. Keep trying. Follow my explanation, follow the example, the steps, you will get it correctly. So you can send us message, you can tell us how the video, how the videos have been helping you and what you think we should do on Instagram page. Alright, we still love you so much. So this is Winimatics, where mathematics is simplified, and I am Winnie Fred. Bye.